Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Split Rock Jumping Tour and the Fort Worth Sports Commission and our wonderful partner Longines, we're thrilled to have all of you here tonight following that incredible jump-off, incredible class, as we have our press conference with our top 3 finishers in tonight's second leg of the Longines FEI Jumping World Cup Final. We'll take questions in just a moment, but first it's my pleasure and privilege to be able to introduce our head table. To my immediate right, tonight's 3rd place finisher, Olympic veteran from France, Kevin Stout. At my far right, 2nd place tonight, held the lead right till the end, Olympic veteran from Japan, Eiken Sato. And in the center, the winner for the 2nd straight day, number 2 ranked rider in the world, Olympic veteran from the United States, Kent Farrington. Kent, you always say that you always stick with your plan. You don't change it based on what others have done. But where in your plan did you think maybe you would shave some time and wind up in this center seat again?
I think I came with a faster horse, so that made it much easier. I just do her normal round, and her normal round tonight I thought would be fast enough for the class. And I'm really thinking about the final here on Sunday, so trying to measure her efforts and measure my speed, put myself in the best position possible, and hopefully we have some luck for the final here on Sunday.
And you are right now in the best possible position at this point. So, Eiken, great ride. Tell us about that ride, and when you finished, did you think that it would hold up knowing who you had coming after you?
First of all, I'm very happy about the 2nd place. Next to me is the one who fast rider in the world. So, and my horse jumping really good, and I can say that I'm very happy.
Well done. And Kevin, we heard yesterday from the riders, and Kent kind of touched on it now too, that it wasn't so much yesterday about winning, it was about being in position for Sunday. Was that your thinking, or was, trying to win tonight foremost for you?
No, I have a 17-year-old mare. She's jumping wonderful, but she's not that fast, and honestly, it was some riders who made some fault in the jump off, so I just went in trying to do a normal round, and Kent is so clear when he's speaking about it. He was the fastest and he's the winner, so yeah, I think Kent and me, we can be glad to be straight after him.
We will take questions now. If you would please raise your hand. We're going to start right here with Diane.
Yesterday that you were cautious about Freya because she's been jumping in all big fields lately, and this is an indoor arena and a little tighter. So what did you do to prepare for this, and then also why did you decide not to take her in the award ceremony?
I mean, she's jumped indoors before, and I've jumped in some smaller indoor arenas with her before, so she has experience that. She's 12 years old now. Just when you look at it, ideally coming from outside to inside, it's not always the easiest, but I think they both are exceptional horses. And when you have great athletes like that have experience, they're able to do things like that. The venue will matter less and less with age because they really know the sport and they understand the game. For the prize givings, if there's a lot of noise and things like that, sometimes she gets really excited and starts leaping around and jumping around, and yeah, we're here for the final on Sunday, so I didn't want her jumping around and jumping on top of somebody or getting too crazy in the award ceremony. We still have a lot of work left to do.
Next question, Nancy, right here, Joanne.
So who was greatest stand-in?
I borrowed Skylar Wireman's horse, so he was very civilized. I think that was Tornado. I think she left me with the other one yesterday, so I'm just going through her stable and borrowing a new one. So.
Next, Katie, right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Lisa, then Katie.
Okay. Kent, will you talk a little bit about how you will prepare for Sunday now, especially having gone in a jump off tonight? Sort of what will you do with Freya between now and then?
Actually, nothing really. Just let her have an easy day, stretch her legs, save her energy, and come out Sunday. It's a new day and it's a new challenge. So it's more about just letting the horses rest, have an easy day, and go into Sunday like it's a whole new day.
Kent, in the 2 years since Freya has been at a World Cup finals, obviously she's achieved quite a bit. How would you say maybe she's matured the most, or what has she gained through the experiences since she was kind of a talented horse on the rise a couple years ago?
Yeah, I think they have to do the sport to really learn how to do the sport. You know, they have to do jump offs. They have to see all of the different courses and all the different combinations and all of the different fences, and I think that's why you see, like, at the highest level, most of the horses are not 8 and 9 years old. They're older horses in that regard because they need that experience in order to be competitive at the highest level with consistency.
Did you envision anything like she's actually accomplished in that time? Obviously very talented, but it's been record-breaking.
I don't like to think like that. You know, I always have like high hopes. I think you have to have a lot of imagination, and you have to keep high hopes for all the young horses that they're going to make it. And some of them decide they can, and some of them maybe don't make it to that level of the sport. But I don't like to say, oh, this one's definitely going to do it. I just try to let the horses decide what they're going to do the best job that I can to produce them to the best of my ability, and see where it lands us.
Could you tell us, though, I mean, you brought her along, obviously developed her, when you first kind of realized that this was very much a possibility?
I mean, I don't think you ever know you have even a Grand Prix horse until you're actually jumping Grand Prix. Until then, it's just hope or hype, or you don't actually know until you get in there and do it. So I think all of us here have a lot of experience producing horses up to that level, and some of them surprise you one direction or the other. And that's really the beauty of our sport, is that building a rapport with a horse, and through time and training and a real bond with the horse, sometimes they surprise you in what they can do.
Next question. Back with Alan. Go ahead.
Yes, Eiken, you had a very nice jump off round, good and fast. Do you focus on getting your time by cutting corners or ground speed, or what was your tactic?
Okay, my plan is just stick my plan, and Yuri, teammate, he tell me before in the ring, he said this strike, just I stick this, and okay, naturally my horse is quick counter, so just sometimes turn is difficult, but yeah, just follow my how we call it, stick my things, then it works out, so I'm very happy about it.
Next. Okay, Kim.
I'm just, for both Kevin and Eiken, I'm interested how and why you made the decision to make the trip here this year for Texas, and about your experience thus far. Thank you.
Because the final World Cup was organized here, so it's why we came.
Okay.
For me, for sure, same, but for me, first time for World Cup final, and I'm living in Europe, and very difficult to get into final because I'm not based in Japan. Japan have also Japanese league, but yeah, I'm not there, so I cannot ride there. But I'm very, very happy and be here to get in European league, so I'm proud of myself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Naomi? Wait.
This is for Eiken, but what's the difference between the Japanese league and the European league?
There are a lot of Japanese, here not so many Japanese. But yeah, for me there is no indoor, only outside, and okay, Japan also sport is getting grow up, but still a little bit different like Europe or States, so that's make more different, I think, but a lot of good riders there, so future gonna become, I really hope.
And how do you like it here in Fort Worth? Have you got to experience much?
Absolutely, at the moment, fantastic show, so no word. I'm just say thank you for guys, and I'm happy to be here.
And Kevin, have you had a chance to do anything, see the cattle drive or anything like that?
Yeah, I arrived on Monday, so I really walked around, seeing the good horses, and went to stockyard and eating a lot of meat, so I can diet and going back home. And yeah, what Eiken is saying, it's we have to really thank the organizers to accomplish this type of event. It's really difficult, and also the question I understood, it's sometimes difficult to bring the best riders from Europe at this month here, but I have to say that the organization is perfect. The stables are wonderful, the horses are great, the grooms are happy, so yeah, it's also something important to say, because it's not so easy to find the energy to organize this type of final, and as riders we are sometimes complaining because we want the best, but we have also to say thank you and to recognize when it's a really great event.
Well, our organizer, our producer is standing right over there in the black cowboy hat, Derek Broad. He brought it here and oversees the whole presentation and production. And you like the country music stars you've been hearing?
I'm a very bad dancer, but I like to watch the other one dancing.
Quickly, before we take any last questions, I don't know if everyone knows, but scores going into Sunday. Kent, of course, is our leader. He will enter Sunday with no faults. Steve Gerdad is second with a score of 4 faults going into the 2 rounds Sunday. Kevin, you have a score of 6 overall. And then Eiken, you and Daniel Deusser are tied with 7 faults. So both of you are within 2 rails and 2 rounds on Sunday. So we're going to wish all 3 of you the best of luck, of course. Any last questions before we let our riders go? Well, Kevin, Eiken, and of course Kent, we congratulate you on a